Being an Indian means that you absorb Hinduism, Buddhism, even Islam. These are part of our cultural heritage. And architecture is one thing which, in terms of, which is much more tolerant than theology. the religions may have a clash of faiths, but in architecture it's much more open. Among the contemporary architects, I was very touched by the work of Carlo Di Carlo from Urbino. I'm carrying in my work the same theme, how to interpret and relate to the past, but in a very modern way. So tradition and innovation in my work goes together. I think I share with Italian architects the burden of history, and I think it's very important burden. I'm using the word burden, but it's also can be used as an inspiration. I think with Italy we share one thing, to build very well in stone. And I think in India we have expressed basically in sandstone, and a lot of my buildings, stone and brick, the craft of building, so to speak, is an important and integral part of my work. The idea of light, space and structure begin to move onto building what I call rasa in architecture. That means architectural expression. And how building can also express some very deep feelings. And what those feelings can be depends on different types of buildings. Now, the problem of low-cost housing is very important in India. And when I was given a project in Bombay to do what is called for one-room apartments or two-room for very poor people, tenements, I tried to find which would be both very reasonably priced and also which would be very humane. And this is the kind of thing, the spaces which run through are humane, you meet people, you have certain encounters, you say hello to your neighbors, so etc., rather than one parallel blocks which are facing maybe perhaps north-south and repetition. The energy saving is a very important part of, I started how light, space and structure when I just started as a young architect was part of my vocabulary, then the rasa. But now at the end of, I think, the last phase of my work as I see it, is very important for me that we have not only embrace energy, but not only we counter what was wasteful, but all architecture should be based very much on that.